I think how we do better customer service is just really focusing on the customer. Uh, Starts from our support teams and our products, giving customers the features that they want and making sure that we're responsive when they need us to be.
So, like on a day-to-day basis, what are you doing?
Well, what am I doing? I'm doing as little as possible. No, I'm just kidding. I'm watching, our social media channels, Twitter, Facebook, that kind of thing. Working on tools to help monitor those sites, as well as communicating with customers. Talking to people over the phone, via email, and making sure that customers have the information they need to continue doing business with Rackspace.
Now, our customers are very, very active on Twitter. And so we focus a lot of resources there right now. More and more, they're becoming active on Facebook and LinkedIn. And so those are other places that, we're obviously watching. Google Plus has a lot of potential there. We're really anxious for Google to release the beta release for all of the brands to be able to get in there. Twitter, I guess, is probably the biggest one that we're watching right now, though, just because our customers are already so active.
So, what are your customers saying on a daily basis? I mean, what do you have to react to? Is it beyond, hey, Rackspace is great, or Rackspace, I've got a major problem, and you're just responding? I mean, they're essentially making a call out to the world, and they're sort of replying you?
Yeah, we see various things. We see customers commenting on our features. How do I use feature X in the control panel or the cloud servers API as an example? What's the syntax for that? How do I interact with your DNS as a service? Who do I speak to for media requests? I mean, we see lots of different things. We also see things that aren't positive about Rackspace. Rackspace, your product stinks or your pricing stinks, and I'm going to go to a competitor. And we reach out to those customers as well and find out what we can do better. And if there's something that we can do to keep them as a customer, we will most definitely try to do that. And if it's just something, they have already made the decision to leave, it's not like we're going to go hunt them down. All we do is ask that you give us some feedback so we can make the next person happy.
If something is wrong, you got to respond, like what you're saying. And some companies just won't do anything until they get the quote official word.
Right. And I think that really hurts a lot of companies. I mean, if you look at some of our competitors that have had issues recently, the silence has actually been more painful to their customers than, saying, hey, we're working on it. And I think some people would actually just appreciate to know that there's somebody on the other side that says, yes, we're working on it. Maybe they don't care about the details right then, as long as they know that there is a real person on the other end who's responding to whatever the issue is.
You said that when you guys had a negative experience, you actually, you got out there, you responded. Ultimately, the CEO did a whiteboard demonstration explaining everything, and you got a lot of people defending you. What were some of the detracting issues you had to deal with, and did you deal with them directly, or how did you manage that at that time?
We have a core value in Rackspace that it says, full disclosure, bad news first. If there's something that a customer or partner, if somebody is upset about something, then we deal with it head on. We want to take care of issues when they arise, no matter what they are. And so if it's something like that event in 2007 where a truck took out the power grid around the data center, customers need to know what's going on. And so we want to be there to help them in real time. And they deserve to know what we're doing to prevent that from happening again. And
you had to have you had to have lost customers during that time. Just even if they love you, they're just like, well, I just need to have a level of reliability, and maybe they just fear that they can't trust you just because of this issue.
I'm sure we probably did lose some customers. That was not a fun time. The 4 or 6 hours hurt a lot of businesses, and we felt that. We felt that for our customers, and in the technology world, we can't ever promise that nothing is ever going to break. Things do break. It's technology. Code breaks. Hard drives break. It's about responding to that and doing all that you can to prevent it. But when something happens, it's all about how you respond and really taking care of the customers so that they feel like they can trust you with their business.
Guys, hey, thank you so much for your time. I really appreciate it.
Thank you.
Yep, thank you.